Ty, your mama's calling you a hot mess.
If I'm a hot mess, it's because of her. I've heard her tell multiple people this. She'll say, Tashawn is my only son, right? I'm her only son. I have two little sisters. I always hear her say, oh, I feel like I raised Tashawn more as my friend versus my son. And Ma, I would never fault you for that. I would never be like, okay, I feel like you, okay, so now I'm gonna take advantage. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that do that. Okay, my mom, I'm cool with my mom. My mom would do this for me. My parents would do this for me. So that's how they talk to their parents.
So do you feel like your mom is more your sister than your parents?
Yeah, like I feel like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I could talk to, there's certain things I could talk to her about, and like I know I could tell because
wait a minute, Tashawn, what does any of that have to do with you not having a job? You not working? I'm just confused listening to this story.
I've always had jobs. No, I'm not complaining.
He always had a job, and
I know how to get jobs.
Paycheck, he quits.
He quits. You want to know why? Okay, that's the learning process. That was me learning how to be a man. Like
10 years?
Okay, what she's taught me, right? Notice, she just said, you always had a job. I've always had a job. Yes, Ma, I got those skills from you. I always had a job. But keeping the job, you can talk to me about that all day. But guess what? I never had a man there to show me, like, listen, little man, you need to take that money. You need to keep this money. I'm looking at it like, yo, I grew up lame. I grew up as the lame kid.
Okay,
I grew up as the lame kid,
Let's talk about that, because you mentioned that you didn't have an example, like a man for an example that could teach you all these things.
That is not true.
Right?
That's not true.
Isn't the person that you think is your father not actually your biological father?
Yeah, that's not my real dad. Oh, actually, let me tell you. I think this was about, how old was I? About 12, 13 years old. Yeah, but anyways, for a long time, she told me my dad was dead, right? She told me my dad was dead.
You that. You're lying.
You said that your father is dead.
I never told you that.
My father
I said he is dead to me.
He's dead to you. If I'm a kid,
Ty, hold up.
If I'm a kid,
Ty. Ty, hold up.
Yes,
I'm not gonna let you disrespect your mother in front of me like that. All right? We're gonna try to help you both face the truth, but you don't, why are you so angry with her?
She always had men in and out her life. The reason why, okay, if I was the way I was, is because these dudes that you pick, I don't like them because I would sit there and watch them abuse you, watch them do it, and I'm supposed to sit there as a son, I'm supposed to sit there and just be like, okay, cool, I'm angry for a reason. I'm angry for a reason. Yes, you gave me, I'm not done, I'll let you speak, Mom.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, listen, I've always had everything I want. Now that I do have two sons, I know what not to do with my sons. What you did wrong, one of the things that you did wrong, Ma, is you misled me. You do not spoil somebody like that, because they're gonna grow up. Hear me out. They're gonna grow up and they're gonna think that everything is theirs. They're gonna step into the world like, you gave me everything I want, so guess what? I don't really care about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So you mad at your mother because she provided for you?
Exactly.
Yes, that sounds crazy, but I can never have a one-on-one.
Yes, it sounds crazy.
Vivica, I spoil you. Not only him, I spoil you. My 25-year-old that's in school right now to be a veterinarian, that works for a veterinarian, and I spoiled my 22-year-old as well. So they're not doing wrong. You choose to do wrong.
How was your mother's raising you caused you go out and commit a crime? Let's talk about the crime.
Okay, because I was being irresponsible. I didn't care.
So what that got to do with me?
I didn't care. Because okay, listen, I'm not saying that crime.
Armed robbery.
No, I'm not saying, I accept that, and I was wrong.
Do I have it right? I want to make sure. Armed robbery.
Yes, ma'am.
And as a matter of fact, you have the actual headline that I'd like to read. Hungry men robbed Papa John's pizza delivery guy.
Oh.
Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
So you were hungry and you just decided
we're gonna rob somebody
I didn't decide it. My friends that I was with, they decided it, and I was being a follower, and I'm not gonna lie.
But I feel like you're taking no responsibility for any of your actions. I'm a follower. My mom made me this way. She spoiled me.
But I'm not looking. That's the thing. I'm not looking for at this point in my life. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know the qualities that I have. That's why I'm trying to move.
Who are you?
I'm a father first. I'm a child of God second. And I know the qualities that I have. I know the qualities. Okay. You sit there and you sit there and you say, okay, that's
look at his Facebook page and he's major.
It does not matter. It doesn't matter.
A child of God would have respect for his mama.
Okay. I love my mom. I love my mom. That's my biggest fan at the end of the day. And it's like we cannot sit down and have a real one-on-one. I feel like sometimes I feel like you love my sisters more than me because we got different dads. Maybe because you hate my dad, you hate me because I look just like my dad. I don't know.
Stop.
This is how I
feel. No.
Stop and be quiet.
You don't listen.
Listen to your mother.
This is why we do not have a relationship, because exactly what you were displaying to this panel and this audience, you don't let nobody talk. You don't want to understand what nobody's saying but what you're saying. Only your points are valid. And you'll never have a relationship with me or anyone else for that matter being that way. You don't listen. Shut